So this is our Tribe Tickets app, adding code blocks part 4. And now we're just going to work our way down. We've been talking today about using your GUI as a checklist, and we're starting at the top. And we just finished getting our text box to work, our password box to work, and our 2 scanning buttons to work. So now we just learned how to do a barcode. And now we're ready to go ahead and get the next thing down, which is the spinner to work. So this is your first experience with spinners. Spinners are really cool and they're really simple. So I'm just going to show you this. So if you go back up here, you have a ticket count. Okay? Every student is going to have a ticket count. So I want to assign from the spinner a value to how many tickets I'm going to give you. Does that make sense? Logan, does that make sense? You with me on this? So you're going to get a number of tickets, right? So we're going to get those number of tickets that I want to give you from the spinner. Does that make sense? Everybody good on that? Okay, so watch this. So let's go get our spinner. How many people know that if when you say this to yourself, I'm dealing with the spinner, right? So how many people now know that you go to this list over here and you find the spinner? Where's the spinner at? Right there, right? So if I want code for the spinner, I go to the spinner and I click on spinner, and now this comes up. Okay? So let's looking at your spinner here. Okay? I guess don't really have a click, so we're just going to say after selecting, we want to go ahead and set our ticket count. So what's ticket count? A ticket count is a variable. So you go to variables here, and you said go ahead and set the ticket count. So I go into the variables box, and you're going to notice this is like blank here because I have 3 variables. So if I do this drop-down menu right here, which is like a spinner, ironically, you're going to see I have student code in here, teacher code, and ticket count. So I want to say go ahead and set my ticket count to what? What am I setting it to? Let's go back to Mario. What's sitting here? A little gold coin, right? A little gold coin sitting here in Mario game. Are you with me? So what should I do with that gold coin? I'm going to go see what's in it. Oh, wow. Get selection. Okay. So the spinner is going to give me a number of tickets and assign it to, okay. And then down here, I want to start doing some math. Okay. So I want to say, okay, the number of tickets that I have, it's really like this right here. Ticket count, set it equal to global ticket count plus, okay. And that's probably what I need to do there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this right here because I need this statement. Because let's say that you already had 20 tickets. Are you with me? And then I just gave you 5 from the spinner. Now you should have 25. Does that make sense? So I really need to say, okay, don't just get that. But I really need to say, add however many you select. And I don't want to add 1 to this, right? I want to add the number of selections. If I give you 5, then whatever you had previously before that total. Okay. You know, that kind of just reminds me that we probably need a variable in here for your total number of tickets. Is that correct? So I'm going to go back up here. I think I forgot a global variable. Okay. So I'm going to go back to variables. I'm going to initialize another global variable. Actually, let me just do this since there's so much alike. I'll just go in here and say total tickets. Do you guys like total tickets or ticket total? Ticket total? Okay, so I'll call it ticket total. Once again, I want to make sure that I'm using lingo that you understand. Remember, you can't program what you don't understand, but if you understand it, then anything you understand, you can program. Okay? What happened there? Nothing. Ticket, ticket, total. Okay, well, so what's the difference between ticket count and ticket total? I don't like this one here. This is not making sense to me, so I'm going to change this. I'm going to call this number number of tickets. I know that's long, but I just want it to make sense to you guys because this is your first time using variables. I want everything to be very plain, very clear, very English oriented. Are you with me on this? Okay, so that this is not, so here the number of tickets is equal to the number of tickets plus 1. Okay. So then, so now we're adding to the number of tickets, and some here then, when we, at the end of the day, when we hit, we should probably have like a submit button so we can submit it to the API website. Are you with me on that? So like we scan in the teacher code, we scan in the student code. I say, okay, I'm going to give you 5 tickets. So now I need to calculate how many you originally had, right? Add it to the total, okay? So in here, I'll probably should have a line of code that says, let's go ahead and set my total. So set ticket total to equal to ticket total plus, I'm going to get rid of this, and then you want to add in the number of tickets you have. Okay? All right. So I think I'm good there. Move that down a little bit so you can read it. Okay. And let's go see if this is working. So I'm going to go ahead and connect my AI adapter. You go to connect, reset connection, connect AI companion, fire up your MIT app. Go ahead and scan the QR code, scan it in. You guys in video land will not be able to see if this works. All right, welcome back. As we do this app, I've realized that we need a horizontal arrangement. So I'm going to go and drag in another horizontal arrangement into this bottom. And I'm going to go with fill parent. And I'm going to go none. And I'm going to go ahead and put in a user interface button. And they're going to, you need a way to submit the number of tickets to the API. Does that make sense? Are you guys with me here? Okay, so this button is going to be fill parent. I know I'm changing your GUI again. As a developer, are we allowed to change the GUI again? Yes. As you get into this project, you're going to need like a submit button. Okay? And I'm going to say, okay, I've got it set. I'm giving Mr. Blue 5 tickets. And okay, it's set. Da 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 da. Boom, boom, boom. I hit enter. And it submits it to the website. And we're going to save this on the website. I now can go into Gimp and my computer is acting really weird. Is anyone else's computer acting weird? It's like my computer's getting ready to crash here or something. You did? Your tablet crashed? I'm going to just, I think I've got too much stuff open, and I'm going to pause. Okay, so I'm opening up Gimp 2.8. I'm going to make a button that's what, 300 by 30? Actually, you know what? I could go ahead, let me do this. I could go ahead, remember that Indian head that we have? I could go make a button out of that. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. Let's go back to Documents, and let's go into my Tribe Ticket apps. Where is it? Got it. And, oh, we could make it out of the F or the Indian head. Which one do you guys like? The F? Okay, so I'll go ahead and edit with Gimp. Okay, this is pretty cool here. What I can do here is you can, how big is this? This is 100 by 200. So I can go ahead and change my canvas size. So I'm going to go to image canvas size. And you can see this is 148 by 148. We should know that your canvas size is 300 across. Okay, how many people know that your screen width is 300? I'm going to resize this and resize all layers. Hit there, and there you go. Okay, and now over here I can hit submit. So over here, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to shrink this perspective a little bit. And I'm going to shrink this down a little bit to make it about 60 height. And I'm going to hit rescale. And then all I do is I go get my cutting tool, scalpel tool. You might want to blow it up for this. And then my scalpel tool, I'm going to click around the box. Double click, and there you go. And now I can take my text tool. And there's my text. And I can hit submit. And I can go ahead and center that. And I can blow that up. And since the F is italics, I'll go ahead and italicize that. Is it? All right, let's go. So we're going to continue on here. I'm going to make a submit button. And you can highlight this. And if I really don't know how to center, so when I center, I just drag this corner and move it down until I feel like visually it looks like it's centered in the box. And that looks to me like it's centered. I want to underline this. And there's my submit button. And maybe we want this to be red. So you can go ahead here and click on red. And actually, I show you how to do a color picker. And you can go ahead and pick your color with this fuzzy color right here. And you might need to go ahead and select just a portion of this. And then go to your fuzzy select. And that'll select a color. So let me just kind of shut some of this down, and I can go ahead and select all of this, and I can go ahead and choose this. Not let me choose it. Anyway, I want a red, and not let me go red. So let me go in here and go to a red, and now that is red. So there's your submit, and I want to export that as my submit button, and it's a JPEG, and we want to make it sure it's maximum quality. And then I go back into my app, and I'm going to go to this button right here, and I'm going to hit delete on the text, and I'm going to go ahead and give it an image, and I want to upload an image. Choose file. Let's go find that submit button. There it is. Looks good from here. You hit OK. Let's see what that looks like. That looks good. That looks good. So there's our app, and if you don't want that height to be automatic, you can go ahead and make it 15%. I might shrink it down a little bit. Okay. Or let's make it 30 pixels. And there you go. And that's your app. And that's what I have right now. And that's what we're looking at. So there you go. I'll go ahead and submit that. That's how you go ahead and add to your GUI. Thanks for watching.